What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and in today's video I've got some interesting discussion on Battlefield Hardline. So recently new DLC released for the game, and it's quite apparent that interest isn't exactly high for the game. I think it's been that way for a long time, right? Well, something that I think was worth discussing is the possibility of Grand Bazaar coming back into Battlefield Hardline. So where am I getting this idea from? Well, in the description below, I'll leave you a video where the multiplayer designer for Hardline appeared on the Don't Revive Me Bro podcast. And he was really on the opinion that it would be great to see Grand Bazaar return to Hardline. And the way he delivered it was very interesting. Like, he was going to almost want to put it in the game, or at least it's being, I feel, discussed just by the way he was saying it. Now, of course, this is just speculation. This is obviously not confirmed or anything like that. While this did happen a while ago, I think it's quite interesting to at least discuss. And something I think would be the counter-argument would be, well, because the podcast was done a few months ago, they would have executed upon that by now and put it into the game. Well, that's not necessarily true, and here's my example, my case in point. Siege of Shanghai Golmud is a part of the Night Operations DLC from Battlefield 4. It was announced months ago, and still it hasn't been released for the core game. So just because that they're speculating about it doesn't necessarily mean it would release like 3 months later. These things take time. In Battlefield 3, Grand Bazaar was one of my favorite maps. Really good. It's a simple 3-lane system, very predictable gameplay, and it's something where you can just grind on it for hours. For the same reason that No Shower Canals is a good map, because it's very predictable, the maps play fast, there's not like a constant searching for players, and it suits a particular type of player in the Battlefield community. I personally think that it would add a lot of attraction to the game, and it's something that I myself would be interested in, because I'll be honest, I'm not interested in any of the DLCs they've released for Hardline, but if they were going to bring in maps that I am a fan of from the previous Battlefield games, that would get me interested. Tell me what you think in the comments section below about Grand Bazaar possibly returning to the game. It's obviously being discussed. I mean, you see it happening on the podcast, but to make it reality is a totally different thing. Is it going to happen? Well, maybe, maybe not. Venture to say it's probably not, but I think it's worth discussing anyway for speculation and fun's sake. But to sum it all up, I think it's possible that no matter what maps they add into the game on a general scale, I don't think that they can revive this game. A lot of games live and die by the sword, and the sword is of which where the game initially releases. If it has a poor release and drops off fast, it's very hard to recover your game, no matter how much you drop the price, or no matter how many DLC packs, or no matter how many weapons you put into the game. So it could be a simple case of, even if they do put Grand Bazaar into the game, it might not even matter. But here's the thing, it will matter to me, because I do like Hardline for better or worse. I know a lot of people hate the game, but I enjoy it. I actually have fun on it. That's why I'm still making some videos about it every now and then, and why every other YouTuber has literally ditched the game. I enjoy it, but sadly there are many out there who don't. And just to go back to the YouTuber point, I think if we as commentators and a community and, you know, if we all work together, we could revive this game, but there doesn't seem to be a real incentive to. I think most people are just happy with Battlefield 4 because 1, it's cheaper, and 2, it's got more content in it. So there's no drive for me as a commentator to really push this, to really try and revive it. It's just one of those things, but there it is, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.